Hello. You'll notice that the theme tune has gone to the old theme tune because of stupid copyright reasons. So, enjoy. It's Back to the Future.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
All right, Treacle.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Hello, this is Andrew, the Hinkley Gooner. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I'm recording this the day after the fantastic win we had in the Europa League yesterday versus Standard Liege. I put a tweet out about just to basically give some respect to Mustafi after all of the criticism he's had. I just put a message out yesterday saying Mustafi is the absolute proof that time away from the team and spotlight can be hugely beneficial. He was excellent last night. The long diagonal ball to Tierney for the first goal was absolutely fantastic. If he had to play in the first team again, I'd have no issues with it on the form that he's showing. I just wanted to respect him basically for all the crap that he put up with, going through all of the threats and death threats and the vile abuse he got on Twitter, having to disable the comments, all the messages he got to his family. I just thought that it shows a lot of mental strength for him to come back from that. And I just wanted to pay tribute to it really, because he didn't really put a foot wrong, and he hasn't put a foot wrong in the 3 appearances he's had, and 2 in the Europa League, 1 in the League Cup, and all 3 have been clean sheets. I know that you have to take into account the opposition, but he still kept clean sheets and still put in some good performances. So it's worth remembering that. And I had a lot of responses from people saying, that agreeing with me, which is good, but also just reminding everyone of mistakes that he's been making and posting videos of all the mistakes he made last year. Well, that was last year, and this is now. You just got to be fair to people. And also, I put a added on to that tweet that I put about having a bit of time away from the team, and suggested as well, potentially, that maybe Pepe might benefit from that, because he is obviously struggling a little bit with form at the moment and settling into the UK. I have to admit, when I actually wrote that, I forgot that, after the next game that we've got coming up, then we've got the international break. So that's going to do in the world of good. So we wouldn't need to potentially sort of take him out of the limelight just for a little while anyway. But I'm 100% behind Nicolas Pepe. I started the hashtag back Pepe, because I'm just worried that all of the fans are going to start turning against him and not give him any time to settle and just brand him a waste of money far too early. And I just really don't want that to happen, because everyone can see the amount of quality that he's got. So he did well, I think, in the small cameo that he had yesterday in the Europa League. Showed again enough signs, but he definitely showed in that match as well that he's almost trying too hard and he's been too desperate to score a goal. That's what made me think really that maybe just giving him a bit of a rest might be beneficial. And it would also be beneficial to give Martinelli a bit of a shot in the first team as well, because my goodness, what a player that we could have on our hands there. He's showing so much promise. I know I've been going on and on and on about Martinelli since pre-season, when I first saw him there playing against Fiorentina. And he's just sort of basically shot into my conscious immediately after that match. And I'm just so happy that he's performing for the first team in the Europa League. The 2 games that he's played, 4 goals. On top of that, assists as well, and his work off the ball and his heading ability, great with both feet. But the headers that he scored so far, wow, they're absolutely amazing. So the way that he sort of peeled away from the markers in the box and as well, and finding space and bringing others into play. His work rate, he literally tracked his man right the way back down to the other end of the pitch, right towards our box as well yesterday. So yeah, he seems to have really got it all, and I really hope that he gets some playing time in the Premier League as well as the Cups, because, as I keep saying, if you're good enough, you're old enough. So yeah, I really think that he should deserve a place in the team at the moment as well. Willock, he's the answer to the midfield, basically. Guendouzi is self-explanatory. He's definitely worked his way into the team every week. And the missing ingredient that we've been having is Joe Willock. We need to move on from Granit Xhaka and put Joe Willock in the team. What he showed yesterday, once again, is his ability to carry the ball from the midfield all the way to the opposition box. Also working back, helping out with the defence and helping screen the defence. But in my opinion, at the moment, definitely got to be Willock and Guendouzi sitting a bit deeper, with Ceballos a bit further ahead, because he had another brilliant game yesterday. Danny Ceballos, reminding us all how good he is. His performance yesterday, equally just as good, if not better, than the performance he had against Burnley, in my opinion. Just so confident on the ball, progressing the ball down the pitch. He can also pick the ball up from defence and carry it forward. In fact, I do believe that he could be also good for a Xhaka replacement and move Guendouzi a bit further forward even. Either of those two can play that role, in my opinion, and progress the ball further up the field a lot quicker and with more sort of conviction than we're doing in the Premier League. And as soon as we play Xhaka in the team, it slows us right down. We've got massive gaps in the midfield. Take him out of the team, lo and behold, it's all gone, and we play fantastic attacking football. So that's definitely the main thing that Unai Emery has got to do: fess up and just basically take Xhaka out of the team, and will benefit massively, absolutely massively. If that was the case against United last weekend, we would have won that match. Now, I haven't actually done a podcast since the United match either. It was just so depressing. It was one of those boring matches. Nothing like their matches of old, of course. The Man United were there for the taking. They offered nothing really. It was basically a long ball team, same as Tottenham were earlier on in the season. Then if we'd have just played the similar sort of way, with the same sort of confidence as we played in the Europa League yesterday, then we would have easily won that match. And like I said, it's very simple to me. We need to take Xhaka out of the team, put some more youthful energy and exuberance in the team, and we see the difference it made yesterday. The defence in the Premier League as well, I would absolutely love to see Chambers and Holding partner in central defence, because they've played together in the England under-21s, they've known each other for years, and they really will complement each other in the first team. And then that leads me on to the fullbacks. How great it was to see them play yesterday. Bellerin and Tierney. Tierney, what a great player. I absolutely love him already. The performance yesterday, obviously being his first or second start. Just so rewarding to watch him. Excuse me. And he's only going to get better the more fitness he gets. What a dimension he adds to the left side of the pitch. He's crossing fine. He actually crosses to a person rather than just having his head down and booting it across the floor like Klasnach has been doing and not beating the first man. He's finding the man with his crosses and he's tracking back, winning the ball. I lost count of the amount of times he won the ball back for us yesterday. Really, really impressive. And the way he defended Martinelli actually got spat at. No one's mentioned it in the media. Very few people have mentioned it on Twitter. I definitely saw the guy lean over him after he'd fouled Martinelli and spit at him. Absolutely disgusting. And I hope that the guy gets done, because I tweeted UEFA and the two clubs involved, Arsenal and obviously Standard Liège, and made a point of sort of saying that I saw what had happened, and I just hope that something does get done, because it's one of the worst things you could do. Such a disrespectful thing to do on the pitch. So yeah, really didn't like that at all. But Bellerin was fantastic as well. I think basically the whole team were brilliant yesterday. Apart from, he wasn't bad, but Torreira is a concern for me at the moment. There's something not quite right with him. He's not the same player that he was last season, at the beginning of last season anyway. We had all the rumours in the summer about him wanting to leave, and I don't know whether there's anything to do with that, but he has been played out of position, as we know. Whether he's got the ump a little bit with the manager because of that, playing out of position, he's not enjoying it, I don't know, but there's something not quite right there with him at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Right, I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. So I'd just like to, before I forget as well, pay tribute to, let's have a listen to this. Thanks, Ozzy. The fantastic performance by Tottenham Hotspurs against Bayern Munich. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible, and big up to Serge Gnabry. What a performance, and it was just absolutely hilarious to see them capitulate like that after all the abuse we've had for losing 5-1 to Bayern Munich, and they go and lose in the biggest fashion that any British team has ever suffered in the European Cup or European competition at home. So yeah, they're record breakers, and I for one am extremely happy about that. So back to the proper team in North London, of course, Arsenal. I was really, really chuffed for Reiss Nelson. I thought he had a fantastic performance yesterday against Standard Liège. Wish he could have capped it off with a goal. He's been getting an awful lot of stick lately, and a lot of people have also been saying that he's well behind now with regards to Bukayo Saka being ahead of him. And it might be the case on current form, and I do agree with that, but you've got to give the guy some credit as well, because he's actually scored 2 goals in his 4 appearances for the team this season. One of them, unfortunately, didn't count. He got chalked off for offside by Nacho Monreal. Nothing to do with him. He actually finished the shot against Burnley exceptionally well. And if that had gone in, that could have been, different Reiss Nelson this season. He could have captured his form an awful lot quicker. but it weren't to be through no fault of his own. And I thought he had a fantastic game yesterday. He looked a lot more confident, with a lot more pace about him, a lot more decisiveness, created an awful lot of chances. So I was very, very pleased with his performance. I was very surprised that Guendouzi and Aubameyang came on yesterday. I was wondering whether they saw how well we were playing and just wanted to be part of it, and whether they, maybe mentioned to the gaffer that they wanted to come on. Maybe Aubameyang thought he might be able to score a goal. He's obviously in amazing form at the moment. One of the world's best strikers at the moment, Aubameyang. And when you're in good form like that, you just want to be on the pitch. And I'm wondering whether that's the case, whether he actually asked the manager to come on. I don't know. I can't think of many other reasons that he would have been brought on with just 10 minutes to go. And I know Guendouzi came on a bit before that, but not much before that. And I just thought it was a bit of a strange thing to do, really, by the manager, just in case anything did happen to them, because we've got the game coming up against Bournemouth at the weekend. So yeah, we'll see what the manager picks for that one. I just hope and pray that he takes into account the best performances we've had so far in the whole season have been in the cup competitions, where we've been let off the leash, and I think 2 4-0 wins and 1 5-0 win. So you can't really argue with that in 3 games, and we really need to translate that onto the pitch and for Premier League matches as well. So in the upcoming match, I really hope that we play Bellerin and Tierney as well, because after that they've got the international break to recover, and I really hope we play Rob Holding as well, ideally with Chambers, in my opinion, because both Rob Holding and David Luiz are both left-sided centre-backs, so one of them would have to play in a position that they don't prefer. So I really do think that Chambers and Holding would be a really good partnership. But we both know, me and you listener, that Xhaka will be picked, Socrates will be picked alongside David Luiz, because that's what he does in the Premier League, and it's just so very disappointing. So that's what I'm expecting come Sunday. But we'll see, I guess. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt until it actually happens. So, on Wednesday, I've got an excellent edition coming up of the You Can Be the Star show on the YouTube channel. Really, really excited about this one. I've got a great guest, someone that probably was, 2 people actually that are very much inspirational for me to want to start doing podcasts. The first one being the brilliant Elliot Smith, aka Yankee Gunner, who you can block on Twitter, from the Arsenal Vision podcast. Cannot wait for him to be on the show. It's going to be a great fun, that is. Also, the equally great Harry Symeou from the Chronicles of a Gooner podcast. Really, really appreciated all of Harry's help that he gave me with his advice to get started initially on the podcasting front. So a big inspiration for me. Been on the Chronicles of a Gooner phone-in show several times, as I made a episode of the podcast out of those phone-ins. So it's always been good fun, and can't wait for those two to be on the show with me on Wednesday. Also, we've got the brilliant New Yorker, the Mad New Yorker, Glenn, who's Glenn DITM on Twitter as well. And haven't spoken to him for a while, so really looking forward to the show coming up. And also, please stay tuned for an excellent edition of the Crack of Dawn as well. We have a good laugh playing some games on Google. Sounds a bit weird. It is weird. So I hope you enjoy that as well. So that's coming up right after this short break.
Mind the gap. Mind the gap.
Now it's time for what you've all been waiting for, the Crack of Dawn. With Dawn. Obviously.
If you're going down the heat or coming out of the grammar like that, if you don't get them beyond your show. Potato!
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Crack of Dawn.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
All good.
Good to be back. Anyway, been a while now since we recorded one.
It has. I was just trying to think what's happened since then. I've just had a flash of memory of one thing that I've done.
What's that?
Went up to my old school, took my son up for like an open evening, and just thinking about all the memories that come flooding back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kissing behind the bike sheds. Having a cheeky fag.
Well, yeah, I did that. All of
Getting
that.
the old, what was it when you were a kid? The impulse spray. To spray
Oh,
all
yeah.
over you so you don't get
They
smell
smell
the
like
fags.
fags, yeah.
Sniffing a bit of glue.
I didn't sniff glue, no. Did have a go on an aerosol once or twice, but not glue. Soon stopped that. When
Didn't you tell me there was a teacher as well that had only just left that taught you when she was there?
Yeah, Mrs. Rowley, the lady who was doing the interview, like their head teacher who was stood at the top doing the talk, should I say, not the interview. She was saying that Mrs. Rowley had taught her as well, although I didn't recognise who the head teacher was. But yeah, she had taught me as well 30 odd years ago. So,
and she was old then.
Well, she was 40 odd, I bet. So she got to have been like working up until she was 75. And it was only when a student told her that she'd taught her grandma that she said, right, that's it, I'm done, I'm leaving.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? So,
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but that what you just said about snogging behind the bike shed, I actually had my first snog when the head teacher, she said, oh, maybe some of you came to this school as well and you've got memories about being in this school hall. I thought, I can remember dancing to Tiffany and Yaz. I think we're alone now. And then Yaz and the Plastic Population, The Only Way Is Up, and had my first snog with a young lad called Scott Hinks. Wonder what he's doing now. No. Oh well. Don't know. And also
well, he was sniffing glue and aerosols.
I don't know if he was sniffing glue or not, but I can also remember telling Kirby before we got up there, ages ago, that I jumped off the stage and they've got like a row of all the chairs and everything in front of the stage, and I jumped off the stage thinking that was really cool and got my foot caught on one of the backs of the chairs and just like went sliding straight across the hall thing. Yeah, so that was
doing the fame.
Yeah.
There's a thing that I saw on Twitter, just changing the subject.
Okay, that's fine. That's what we do.
There's another one of your favourites, AFC Bam, retweeted this tweet saying by Muriel, which is at Muriel Myers, if you were cryogenically frozen and woken up in 100 years in the future, what's the first thing you would ask? And Bam, of course, he put, do they still sell Heinz ravioli? I would say Tottenham have still not won anything, I presume. I suppose. What would be your question?
Is Deirdre Barlow still in Coronation Street? Not that I even watched telly at all, let alone Coronation Street, but she seems to have been in it for ages. Maybe she's dead.
She died about 5 years ago in real life.
Oh, well, that's fucked that, then, isn't it? Maybe she's been cryogenically frozen as well. And she's actually come back. Sorry about that. Rest in peace there, old Deirdre's. Well, I'll have to think of another question now, won't I? See, I'm not even up on who's died. I didn't even know Saddam Hussein had been captured until about 18 months later. Honestly, I hadn't. Has he even been captured?
He's got killed.
I thought he'd been captured. He was down a hole. Yeah,
no, that's not Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, was that then?
That was
Bin Laden.
Bin Laden, yeah.
He weren't down a hole. That was Saddam. Was he? I thought he was off in the hills somewhere.
No, that's Bin
How the hell
Laden.
are we talking about Saddam Hussein and Bin Laden anyway? Anyway, yes, what would I ask in 100 years then?
I would say,
Have they still got skeggy donkeys?
can I have 50 grams of amber leaf, please? And some menthol tips. I'll be gasping for a fag after 100 years.
I doubt you. I doubt you'd even remember you smoked after 100 years, babe.
Of course you would, because your mind would be frozen, so you'd be
No,
like
I
you
suppose
say,
so.
same day you'd woke up.
A bit like Wesley Snipes in that film I was telling you about the other day. Was Wesley Snipes the goodie? Or was, yes, Sylvester Stallone was the goodie. They woke him up, and Wesley Snipes was the baddie in that thing with Sandra Bullock also that I still got. Demolition Man, that's the one.
I've never seen that, I don't think.
Mm.
What about a bit like Quantum Leap?
What was that other
Mind
thing?
you,
that was on
the first thing you'd well, you suppose you would have been told that you've been cryogenically frozen for 100 years. I don't know what. I'd ask. Are there flying cars? Whereabouts are my kids? My kids will probably be no
Dad.
longer with us, unfortunately. Let's get a bit too deep, anyway.
Yeah.
I'd stick with the Tottenham question.
Well.
And then the other thing was another one that he posted was start typing a text with the word really and use your predictive text and see what it comes up with.
Right, so what have you got then?
I've got really good thanks for the birthday message and thanks for the message. It is appreciated and I will certainly keep the email in the post soon as possible to get the information required. Apart from the actual receipts for my work, is going to be able to come over and help out of recycled materials and help you with your requirements to ensure that you have a better understanding of what you are doing today.
Oh, well, that's interesting, I think. Mine came out as, really sorry to have to let you know that you're not gonna it yet again. I'll let you know if you're available tomorrow night and then come whenever and then come over and pick you guys off and then come over to pick him up or something. I don't know what I want, but I just want to come.
That's good. I like the last bit.
Yes.
Then I thought we could have a quick game of something
Okay.
on Google Play. Well, not Google Play. Hello, Google. Let's play a game.
Hey from Dial Square, how can I help?
Let's play a game.
Okay, getting Mad Libs.
Do you think we need to do a little bit of talking in
This
between
is
them?
Mad Libs, the world's greatest word game. I'll ask for some words and we'll make a story. Do you want to pick up where you left off?
Yes.
Alright, I need an adjective.
Filthy.
I need a plural noun.
Breasts.
I need a noun.
Milkshake. What did you say?
How about something alive plural?
False legs.
12 words left. Give me a vehicle.
A scooter.
How about a plural noun?
Dildos.
Tell me a celebrity female.
Janet Street Porter.
I need a celebrity male.
Bill Oddie.
Halfway done. Tell me a type of food.
Cream egg.
I need something alive plural.
Prostitutes.
Did that go on?
Hmm.
Oh. It's taken a while.
I know.
We need to talk in between.
I know.
I'll just
Come on then, Google.
tell you my quick joke about Janet Street Porter that you reminded me. She walked into a bar and she said, "Could I have a large aperitif?"
Aperitif.
Yes, aperitif.
A large aperitif.
A large aperitif. And the bartender says, "No, love, I doubt it."
I don't think that's possible.
Or something like that. Ah, there we go. Hey.
Say an occupation.
Prostitute.
So the prostitute was prostituting. Oh.
How about a plural noun?
Vaginas.
That makes 12. Give me a plural noun.
Handbags.
How about a verb ending in ing?
Wanking.
Tell me a type of sport.
There's only one sport. Football.
And finally, I need a plural noun.
Dildos. Now, let's listen to the
Nice.
story.
Time to read it. The title is Computers Are Cool. Can you believe all of the filthy things you can do on a computer? You can find out anything, from where to buy the latest breasts to how to make a delicious milkshake. I love to use my computer to find out cool facts like how many false legs live in the ocean, to tips on how to ride my coolest scooter. My older sister loves to surf the web to find out how to paint her dildos and to learn the latest gossip on Janet Street Porter and Bill Oddie. My mom likes to use the computer too. She loves to find recipes for her favorite cream egg or how to grow beautiful prostitutes for our garden. But my dad uses the computer more than all of us put together. Since he's a prostitute, he finds it useful to make vaginas to keep track of how many handbags his company is wanking. But sometimes I catch him looking up the scores of his favorite There's Only One Sport football team, the Dildos.
Fantastic.
That was a fun story.
That
Do
was
you
a
want to
fun
play
story.
again?
It was.
Yeah.
Yes, let's play again.
Sounds good. You can play another story from this book, or you can try a different one. Which would you like? It's time to get creative. This story needs 7 words. Here it comes. Tell me a plural noun.
Hot potatoes.
How about a verb?
Hang.
Give me a part of the body plural.
Nipples.
I thought this was my go. You're just
Sorry.
shouting rude words into it.
Nipples. Horse nipples.
How about a verb?
Choke.
We're halfway done. Tell me a noun.
Cockring.
Not cochrane.
Oh, cochrane. Is that like Eddie Cochrane?
How about a plural noun?
Nipple clamps.
All plants.
All plants. What's that?
Last one. I need a silly word.
Google schnockers.
Not Google sneakers.
Well done. Here it comes. The title of this Mad
Let's
Libs
listen to
is
this one.
Sleepwalking. Sleepwalking is a phenomenon that a surprising number of hot potatoes experience. Usually, sleepwalkers climb out of their beds and begin to hang with their horse nipples tightly shut. Sometimes they choke outdoors, wearing only their pajamas. And it's not uncommon for sleepwalkers to raid the Cochrane and eat lots of all plants. What's truly amazing is that they don't remember a thing the following morning. They'll open the fridge and say, "Google sneakers, where did all the food go?" They may never know. That was a lot of fun. Do you want to do another Mad Lib?
Yes, one more. Should we do one more?
Sounds good. You can play another story from this book, or you can try a different one. Which would you like?
Here we go.
Put on your thinking cap. This tale takes 15 words. First word. Tell me an adjective.
Farty. Not party.
Give me a verb.
Wank. No. No. Wank. Wank.
Wank bank.
Still thinking? Any verb will do.
Wank.
How about a noun?
Taco.
Where's that one come from?
Tell me a number.
69.
"11 words to go. Say an adjective.
Smelly.
How about a part of the body plural?
Penises.
How about the name of a male person in the room?
Rusty nail.
How about the name of a male person in the room?
Stanley.
Carlo Ancelotti.
Halfway done. How about a celebrity male?
Jimmy Savile.
Give me a verb.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Give me an exclamation.
Bollocks. Oh, bollocks, huh?
Give me a verb past tense.
Wanked. Wanked.
Fanny farted.
3 words to go. How about an adjective?
Pooey.
Say an adjective.
Creamy.
Last word. Tell me an adjective.
Sparkling.
Right, let's see what this
We're finished.
story is going to be like.
Time to read it. The title is A Rockin' Night. I got to see my favourite band, the Party Boys, wank live in concert tonight. I won 2 front row tickets by calling into the local radio taco and being caller number 69. I couldn't believe my smelly luck. So my best friend and I arrived at the sold-out show and screamed our penises off when the band stepped on stage. We danced and sang along while Rusty Nail, Carlo Ancelotti, and Jimmy Savile rocked out only 10 feet in front of us. Then, during my favorite song, Girl, I Wanna I'll Fuck With You, the band pulled us up on stage bullocks. We wanked in front of the whole crowd and got to sing alongside the Pooey Boys. And that's not all. When the show was over, they asked us to be in their next creamy video. Can you believe it? Me neither. It was the most sparkling night of my life.
Fantastic.
That was a fun story. Do you
It
want
really
to
was
play
a fun
again?
story. No, thank you.
I think that's Thanks very much for listening. We really do appreciate each and every one of you. We really need your help to spread the word about From Dial Square to Where, so if you haven't done so already, please give us a 5-star review on iTunes and Spotify. Subscribe to the From Dial Square to Where YouTube channel and hit the notification button so you never miss a live show. And finally, please tune in to the live shows. Don't forget, you can get the chance every week to be the star alongside Andrew and his great guests just for being the most entertaining viewer on the night. Thanks again and see you on the next episode. Bye!